Hi again guys, this is FD for Sage5.tv once more back with another video, and today in continuation of our coverage of the ISO 20022 series, we are going to jump into XDC network. So what is XDC? Well, XDC network, formerly known as XinFin network, is an enterprise-grade EVM-compatible blockchain equipped with interoperable smart contracts. For those who follow us, you'll know by now that XDC is part of our ISO 20022 standard series, hence this video. Of course, it is also important to note that not many cryptocurrencies meet or claim to meet this standard, but is claiming to meet that standard or being accredited to ISO 20022 really worth it? Keep watching so that you are in the loop. ISO 20022 standard is a new financial services protocol for electronic data interchange, which includes international and cross-border payments between financial services within the traditional payments industry. And this new standard is planned for worldwide use. So XDC network is an Ethereum fork based on a delegated proof of stake or DPoS consensus mechanism with transaction speeds of around 2000 TPS, transaction finality of about 2 seconds, and all that at negligible gas fees. As of April 2022, there were a total of 203 masternode candidates, of which 108 operate as validators or masternodes, and the remainder operate as standby validators. Each node operator is required to stake 10 million XDC and upload KYC documentation. As an EVM-compatible Layer 1 protocol, XDC network allows for seamless deployment of Layer 2 tokens via Origin and no-code tokenization decentralized application, and through a number of other developer-friendly network tools. Here are some of the key features for XDC network. The entire XDC network utilizes 7,400 kilowatt hours, less electricity than the average US household uses each year. By the way, an average US residential household utility customer consumes about 10,632 kilowatt hours, which is an average of about 886 kilowatts per month, according to publicly available data from 2022. XDC network claims to be well suited for trade finance and enterprise use cases. It is also fast and an EVM compatible blockchain. XDC network adopts a multi-token standard which renders it flexible and therefore ensures the composability of its smart contracts and dApps. XDC network is also one of the few crypto projects or ledger networks that conform to ISO 20022 standard, which is a new electronic data interchange standard that is earmarked to replace SWIFT, a legacy system. Now, as part of our DYOR risk evaluation, we are going to be looking into some of the elements that make up our DYOR toolkit. These elements give us an objective tool to assess whether a project is worth our investment and whether it's got some inherent risk. Mind you, any cryptocurrency has got some inherent risk. This tool allows us to unpick any of those risks and also to provide clarity where a structure may not be available. So starting with decentralization, which is one of the elements, XDC network is a delegated proof of stake that reportedly leverages the power of stakeholder approval voting to resolve consensus issues in a fair and democratic way. Currently, at the point at which we are recording, there are approximately 108 masternodes out of 136 nodes with over 2.3 billion XDC tokens staked to secure the XDC network. As far as security is concerned, XDC network relies on a delegated proof of stake mechanism named XinFin Delegated Proof of Stake or XDPoS to reach consensus, in which validators have to perform a small amount of proof of work when processing a new block. This unique consensus mechanism ensures the network utilizes virtually zero energy and is highly resistant to spamming. When it comes to scaling, transaction per second figures are reported to be around 2,000 per second with a transaction finality of 2 seconds, so it can be said to be absolutely fast. Now on to interoperability. XDC network interoperates with both legacy systems as well as other blockchain platforms, which makes it the language of core banking systems, enterprise resource planning systems, and SWIFT systems, among plenty more applications. XDC network lets any kind of enterprise connect their legacy system with a blockchain network using the XDC protocol and messaging compatible with ISO 20022 standard. This gives enterprises flexibility to convert the legacy system operation from a hub and spoke single point of failure operation to a distributed or decentralized system. Now on to social media presence. Via Twitter, XDC network has got over 95,900 Twitter followers, and on Discord just over 1,000. Again, not sure if this is an official Discord server, but that's what we we've got, and we'll go with that. There are approximately 19 team members according to information on LinkedIn. So 19 team members that work or are part of XDC network. And here are some of the use cases for XDC network. The XDC token acts as a settlement mechanism for decentralized applications built on the XDC network. The XDC token is also used for cross-border payments. And here are some of the selected applications for XDC network. We had to select a few because on their website there are quite a few of them. The first one, payments. With an XDC prepaid Visa card, you can top up with XDC crypto, then make payments like with any debit or credit card. The card is reportedly accepted everywhere where the Visa payments are allowed. Number two use case, web and mobile wallets. The XDC-based wallets support 50 major blockchains and thousands of tokens. Use case number three, ultimate security with the Goada iOS and Android crypto wallet, which is a perfectly balanced blend of speed, safety, performance, and excellent user experience. The network also supports NFT marketplaces, for example, XDC NFT, which is an NFT marketplace on the XDC network. Trade finance is another use case, and enterprise solution. Now on to some tokenomics. Ticker symbol XDC. Total token supply 37.7 billion with no hard cap. Circulating supply 13.8 billion. Token distribution. This again, there is no clarity, so we did our best. Founders, core team, advisors, community 40% or 15 billion. Ecosystem development 26.67% or 10 billion. Contingent supply 6.66% or 2 billion. Pre-placement, no idea what that is, 26.67% or 10 billion. Inside the token allocation, this was a tricky one to estimate as the figures publicly available were not straightforward. The tokenomics for XDC are not the easiest to navigate as far as the actual insider token allocation is concerned. This could be anywhere from 30 to 80%. Again, could not tie the actual figures to make sense of it all. In addition, the old website should be out of action. That is just my own opinion, to ensure that when people visit XDC network, they are not confronted with two different websites that do not seem to support each other in terms of the information or data available. That is just a comment I'm making, and if someone from XDC network is watching, maybe that is something to take on board and maybe revisit the whole idea of keeping both websites working or operational. Because as a visitor to a website, you want a single place where I can go to dive into the XDC network's ecosystem without any conflicting information or anything to cause confusion. And I think if they did that, it will be brilliant. It will help their cause. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with our DWA or our risk evaluation exercise. So, like I've already said, we are going to apply 13 elements as part of our DWA or our risk evaluation. And here's a rundown of the 13 elements. We've got decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, project team, social media via Twitter, social media via Discord, age of the project, use cases, tokens issued at project launch, maximum tokens in circulation at the point at which we are doing this video, maximum tokens available, as well as insider token allocation. So those are the 13. And what will happen then is we are going to score each of these 13 elements from 0 to 10, and then we aggregate the score. The total score is what we then take and classify under any of the following risk categories. There are 4 of them in total, because the whole objective of this exercise, guys, is to establish any risk in investing in any crypto project. And here we are today. We are applying our DYOR risk evaluation onto XDC network. We have applied our DYOR risk evaluation to projects. I think we are now going over 50, if not more, that we've applied our DYOR risk evaluation. And we continue. So as I've already said in the past, on this channel, we dish some alpha that you do not tend to get from anywhere else. We really mean it. Anyway, so here are the 4 risk categories. The best category or the least risky category is the go for it category. Here a project will have scored 110 to 130 points out of 130. The one below it, we call that potential category, and the project will have scored 90 to 109 points out of 130. The third one below, we call that could go to 0, and the project will have scored 65 to 89 points out of 130. And the no-go category, which is the highest risk, here a project will have scored 0 to 64 points out of 130. So here are some of the scores we've allocated to XDC network. On decentralization, 5 points out of 10. On security, 7.5 points out of 10. Scaling, 7.5 points out of 10. Interoperability, 10 points out of 10. Project team, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Twitter, 7.5 points out of 10. Social media via Discord, 2.5 points out of 10. Age of the project, 5 points out of 10. Use cases, 7.5 points out of 10. Tokens issued at project launch, 2.5 points out of 10. Tokens in circulation at the point at which we're doing this video, 5 points out of 10. Maximum tokens available, there's no hard cap, so we are going to give XDC network 0 points out of 10. Inside that token allocation, the range is quite wide and broad, so we are going to stick to 0 points out of 10 on this element, unfortunately. So those are the scores we've allocated to XDC network using completing our 13 elements as part of our DYOR risk evaluation exercise. Do you guys agree with the scores we've allocated to XDC Network? Let us know in the comment section. And if you are new and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. So the aggregate score for XDC Network as far as our DYOR risk evaluation is concerned sits at 67.5 points out of 130, which puts XDC Network within the could go to zero category. But then again, majority of the projects we've reviewed on this channel, they fall within this category, including your Avalanche, your Cosmos, your XRP, and so forth. So XDC Network, at this point in time, we think it's in good company. Is it a project worth investing in? According to our toolkit, like any other project, it could go to zero. So yes, it is worth investing in. But please, before you ape in or jump in, try and consider to do your own research and see if XDC Network is an investment option for you. As far as we're concerned, at this moment in time, we haven't dived into XDC Network, but yes, as part of our ISO 20022 series, we are considering investing in a number of projects. As and when we do, we'll let our community know. Do you guys agree? Do you hold XDC Network? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, this is FD, your host, for today's DYOR risk evaluation exercise, where we looked at XDC Network, a project that is showing some promise. Do you agree? Let us know in the comment section. Until next time, bye for now.